Alright, so what has been sent in is from Edge, and it's a Dark Magician Dinomorphia list. Um, the video was super quiet, by the way, like super quiet. So I've had to turn my volume up to like 70,
Right.
and I
It's
can only just hear it, so you guys probably can't hear it at all.
the stat is perfect. So I run two DM.
I like the 2 DM. What's looking a bit weird to me is 2 souls and 2 soul servant. But yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering why there's not 3 soul servant, 3 magician souls. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest is kind of fine. Obviously, Illusion of Chaos isn't in Master Duel yet, nor is Prep. Oh, well, Prep is, but there's no point in playing it yet. But yeah, let's see what he has to say about it.
Because two is the right amount. If you run three, you're just you're not taking you're not taking the debt seriously. If you run three
Yeah,
DM,
that's true.
you're just not.
One Tamias
Two
is
DM.
good. One DMG is good. I'm just gonna skip to the bit where you talk about the Dinomorphia cards, because like some people won't know what they do. I'm pretty sure this one adds the counter trap, which is this one. Is it a counter trap? Pretty sure.
That's why. And then I have three Dinomorphia Tiresias.
I can't make this any
Because
louder.
if you read Tiresias,
I'm
then
sorry.
if it's normal summon or special summon, you can set one Dinomorphia trap directly
Yep.
from the deck to the
My
start.
God, we're holding hands. We're holding hands on the screen. But yeah, if you normal summon on a special, you get to set a Dinomorphia thing, which is hella good. I don't mind playing this alongside Rod, because like you're setting a really good trap here, so you know, I can't hate, I can't hate. Also, when this gets destroyed by battle or card effect, you banish a trap from your grave and special summon a Dinomorphia from your deck. Oh, except itself. Well, I don't think you play a different target, do you? So that just means you can't summon another one. That's okay.
I think we all know what Rod does. You could search any
Rod's good.
DM card.
If you are playing another normal summon, yeah, you can play 1 or 2 Rod. Especially with Illusion of Chaos, like, you have heaps of ways to get to it. And it's good when you don't open that normal summon, because then you can grab it off this shit.
I run Ash Blossom,
2
you know,
Ash,
to
2 Bell, 1
stop
Effect
people from
Failure.
adding cards, special summon
It's
from the deck.
really weird
What was the
ratios.
third effect? Oh yeah, sending a card from the deck to the grave.
Yeah,
Adding
it's
a
just
card from the
sending.
graveyard to hand, deck, or extra deck. What's the third effect? Oh yeah,
Banish card from
banish.
graveyard.
That's right.
So that one's all about graveyard, right?
And then I have Effect Veiler to stop. It's basically it's basically like the baby brother to Imperm.
Yeah.
Imperm's is better, but you know, might as well run both.
I'm just concerned as to why you've got like 2-2, I guess 2 technically with the Imperm and the Veiler. Like normally you just want to find the one that's better and max out on it, but you know. I wonder what this spell's for. I know it targets 3 banished and shuffles them back into deck and then you draw. Here we go.
I have this because I want my opponent to have more life points than me.
So I would say play
So,
chicken. If this is Master, it'll play chicken game as well as upstart, or instead of upstart even, but yeah.
on to the next card. Burial from a different dimension.
Uh-huh.
Now,
It's
say
it's
I
pretty
don't
bad.
have Ghost Spell or Cross Out or Judgment. Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, I don't know if Judgment. Well, if it's set, then yeah, maybe. Say if I don't have those cards, I can use this to get back 3 monsters that were banished
Yeah.
from my graveyard. I could get back the 3 cards I need.
I wouldn't play
And yeah,
this.
that's why I added this card. Because I need, just in case my stuff, my fucking cards get banished.
Nah, don't do that. Don't play shit like this. Like if your shit's gonna get banished randomly, like you just lose that game anyway. You don't play this random one of to try fix that. Like one, you're gonna see this card in matchups where it's irrelevant and you're gonna be like, why am I playing this trash? Two, the one game where it will matter, you're just not gonna find it, and then you're gonna hate yourself for playing it. So yeah, I don't know. Cards like this are like side deck material, and even at that, I don't think this is worthy of a slot. I would just say don't play this. Don't play this at all. In theory, you don't banish any of your own stuff with this list, as far as I can tell. You don't even banish a single card of your own. So I would not be playing this at all. I wouldn't even play this in Grand Marju, man. Like, just stay away from this card. There's a better card you can play. It's called Pot of Acquisitiveness. Target 3 banish monsters, shuffle all 3 into deck, then draw 1. So at least play this. At least play this over this. They're both target 3 banished monsters. Return them. Oh, okay, sorry. This returns them to the graveyard. This puts them back in the deck. There is a slight difference. But you got to draw off this one. If you're going to play either of them, you'd play the pot card. And guess what? The pot card sucks as well. So, honestly, just don't play this. It's pretty bad. Alright, let's hear what you say about Soul Servant. Because I'm curious as to why that's a 2.
2 Soul Servant.
Why?
Like, again, in my personal opinion, for this deck, how I built it, I feel like 2 Soul Servant is perfectly fine. In this
Why?
Deck. In a normal DM deck, you would probably want to run 3.
So what? But what have you changed that means you can't play 3? Like, just because you're playing 2 souls? Like, you should be playing 3 souls. Even if you're playing DM with another engine, why are you not max out on souls? Souls is a special summon that isn't restricted by anything. Like, it doesn't matter what engine you mix DM with unless it's Pot of fucking Duality. You can always use Magician Souls to summon out itself or DM or DMG. I don't understand this. This is one of the weirdest takes ever. If you're playing DM, there's a very big chance you should be playing Soul Servant at 3. Because Magician Souls has this nifty effect to send it to grave for draws if you draw too many. And then you can get, obviously, more draws later on. This card also lets you play late game. Like, aren't you grinding with the Dinomorphia cards? Like, Dinomorphia sets the trap. That's the whole point. You can grind out with this trap. We need to read what this trap does. I'm pretty sure it's an Omni Negate. But anyway, the point is, this deck grinds, right? Is that not the point of the Dinomorphia card? So you have, like, a good back row? Like, that's kind of like Judgment? Wouldn't you want more Soul Servant for more grind game then? Like, I don't understand. And then, if your stuff gets hit in the graveyard, you can Soul Servant it back. Like, that's... Soul Servant's like a safety net, but it's also a way to start going. Like, Upstart plus Soul Servant... I don't understand. You're playing 2 Upstart, and you spoke about how good Upstart is with the deck, and then you go 2 Soul Servant. Like, Upstart plus Soul Servant means you can go into Magician Souls, into Rod, into Tamias, into anything. Normally you want to Upstart, Chain Soul Servant, grab Magician Souls, so that you summon out DM or DMG or Souls, and then you can manage the Soul Servant draw. And you go even in card advantage, right? You haven't lost a card then. That's normally what you want to do, but you can also just do that for the missing piece. So you can do that for the salvation you need, the circle you need, whatever you need, right? I think the best ideal target is Souls. But yeah, that's how it be. I'm just a little confused at that. Like, nothing in this deck means... Like, you're already at 40. If you were trying to stick to 45 cards, I might be like, okay, fair enough. But you're clearly... Like, you don't care about that. You're at 45 cards here. So why not just add another Soul Servant at this point? Like, honestly. Cut this dog shit banish card. Put Duster in the side. Put Magicalized away. Reborn's okay. I don't think you need Reborn in this list. Like, there's no Dragoon in Master Door, and that's the best Reborn target. I would say just cut Reborn as well. Like, this list looks like it's gone for control, and yet you've got, like, Duster and Reborn, which is just random. I don't know. Seems a bit out of place. They're not the worst cards to play, but do you see what I mean? Like, wouldn't you just maximize on all the DM core and then the Dino cards? Anyway, let's go read what the trap does. Because I forget. We know what everything else here does.
Dinomorphia Frenzy.
Pay half your LP fusion summon. Oh, it's the fusion summon one.
Basically, during your opponent's main phase, I can...
Yeah, you can fusion summon. It's how it be. Using 1 monster from your field and 1 monster from your extra deck. Oh, cool. So yeah, that's really good. That's really good. What do you summon then? We need to look at the targets you summon. Surely one of them's an Omni Negate, right? I pray to God one is. Opponent can't activate the effects of monsters they control if they have attack greater than or equal to your LP. Alright, yeah. It's Dinomorphia things. Pay half your life points. The attack of all your opponent's monsters becomes equal to your LP. Okay, so yeah, you're meant to be like low LP and use that. I'm pretty sure this is one of the good ones. It's got 4k attack, but then it lowers for each of your LP or something. This attack equal to your LP. Pay half your LP, banish a Dinomorphia trap from grave. This effect becomes that one's effect. So it lets you fusion summon again because you're only playing the 1 trap. This card is destroyed special summon level 4 Dinomorphia, so it summons out the normal summon once again. That's the same one. Do we have a third fusion in here? I see a third one. I also see this Synchro. What the hell is this here for? It's unaffected by effects. But how do you make this? It's level 11. The only way I can see you making Psychic and Punisher is off normal summoning one of their hand traps
KO. I've one hit KO so many people with this card. It's so funny.
With what,
And
access
then
code?
I have the standard dark.
I like the link package. The link package is really good. I'm concerned about this synchro. I don't think you would make this enough for it to ever be relevant. Like, I'm gonna listen to what you say about it.
For sure. When your LP
I don't want you to read. I already know what it does.
is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, which basically means as long as my life points are lower than my opponent,
I don't think this card is worth it. Like, you're never gonna make this, and if you are, you're using a fusion and a hand trap. Like, there's a reason you play the hand traps, and it's not really to do that. If you wanted to do that, I would recommend playing Ghost Ogre with emergency teleport. But you know, Ghost Ogre is maybe not that great in the format right now. But that's the best way to do it. So only in a Ghost Ogre format would I recommend playing something like this. And even then, you need to sync this with one of the level 8 fusions. Like, that seems like a waste of the level 8 fusion. Like, I would just play Baron de Fleur, so you can go emergency teleport out Ghost Ogre, Magician Soul Summon DM, make Baron de Fleur. That's the best use of that. That seems like a bit of a waste. I think there's too many fusions here too, though I haven't played this deck, so I don't know. Like, I know you get to fuse one from your extra deck and the one on field, so maybe I'm wrong on that. And I guess this other one that we haven't seen, the pterodactyl looking one, is that just the one you just always send or something? I don't... Did you even talk about it? I don't think you spoke about it, but that's okay. Well, that's the end of the profile. Overall, I think there's a lot of changes you could make that would make this infinitely better, to be honest. I don't mind Call by the Grave and, like, Crossout, but, like, you just have really strange Crossout targets. If you are going to play Crossout, you can just play, like, 2 of every hand trap, yeah. It's kind of fine. But Crossout's a 1 on Master Duel, like, I don't think you bother. And it's not like this deck is some crazy combo. You're just trying to normal summon this set of trap, like, that's it. That's the extent of what this deck's trying to do. So I don't think you need Crossout and Call by, really. Like, the deck strategy is not that deep. You don't have like OTK or a crazy board you're setting up. So I think you cut these 3 slots, like, straight up. Yeah, to be honest, just cut them. Add another Soul Servant. Cut Duster. Cut Magicalized. Cut Reborn. Like, Magicalized only summons Dark Magicians and Quintet in this build. I don't even think you have enough spellcasters to get to Quintet consistently. Like, I would just not play it. I would just say don't play it. I know Quintet can be like this big end game, mid game blow up monster, but it's probably not worth it. Master still doesn't have Illusion to Chaos and Prep, so, like, for now, I guess you just don't play these, but you should probably max out on Magician Souls when Illusion to Chaos does come, and cut Rod down to 1. That would be my suggestion. Village is okay. I probably would just play 1 and a Terraform. Oh, you are playing Terra. Yeah, nice. I'd just play the 1, though. Sounds a bit dumb, but, like, you've got Metaverse, so, like, who cares? Just play the 1. You're chilling. Mystic Mine won't be unbanned in Master Duel, otherwise you'd play that. Play Chicken Game, please. Please play Chicken Game. Surge Evolve Terraforming. It's like Upstart. Magician Souls can send for draws. It can keep you protected if your opponent doesn't read, which is very funny. So yeah, that would be another suggestion. Add Chicken Game in. And, yeah, I don't know. Not a lot else to say. I know the Judgment synergizes with the Dinomorphia pretty well. I would say cut all the hand traps as well. Cut these. Cut the other hand traps. You can play like 1 of them if you want. If you go with 1, you normally go with Max C or Ash. So yeah, you can pick your poison out of those. And I would just say, just play more Judgment, bro. Like, you're trying to play like half your LP deck anyway. So I'd say do that. But anyway, that's my final thoughts on this. I've never tried Dinomorphia DM. I have versed Dinomorphia when I was playing DM at locals though. It's my first time versing it. I luckily won because Dragoon Burn is very good. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.